My mum for a couple of years had an issue with going to the toilet but didn't think anything about it. Just thought she had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and treated herself. She started to feel really poorly, so had some blood tests first. She was diagnosed with Graves' disease. That was not linked, but that is how they found the mass, as she was also anemic. At first look they thought it was a polyp, and they classed it as a giant polyp because it was bigger than 2 centimeters. Then it was only when they took some big biopsies of it, then they changed what it was called because it was 8 centimeters, and also the cells within it had started to change. They started calling it a cecal mass. The surgeon said we were very lucky to have found it, as even a short time would have changed the outcome. The safest way of removing it was to have a right hemicolectomy. This means that the whole right side of the bowel is removed. Also the lymph nodes around that part of the bowel were removed to make sure the cells had not spread. If they had, Mum would have to have chemotherapy. We just had to wait for the biopsy results. Mum had her surgery done at Oldham Royal. It all went well. She had a big scar down the middle of her tummy and 3 smaller ones on the left-hand side. She had to stay in hospital for a week and then came home to recover. Luckily she also did not need a stoma, as they had warned her she might have to have one. We had to wait 3 weeks for the biopsy results to come back. They said the cells had not spread to the lymph nodes and were contained fully within the mass. So no chemotherapy, and the surgery was the end.